Welcome back to On The Volley, or as we like to be known, OTV, where we talk about all things football. Now, today I'm going to be talking about Celtic. I'm actually going to be talking about Ange Postecoglou, okay, right? But before I get on to Ange, let's just quickly summarise, okay, the last two games. Well, we all know, after two back-to-back defeats, against Real Beaters and then against Livingston away from home, where Celtic lost 1-0, we played against Raith Rovers in the Scottish Premier Cup, which I always thought was called the Scottish League Cup. So, I stand corrected. Okay, fair enough. It was what we expected. Let's be honest, okay, right? We're talking about a championship team. No disrespect to Raith Rovers and their fans, but I think everyone expected, even the Raith Rovers fans, didn't really expect to get anything out of that game. And, Celtic won 3-0, sorry. What I was pleased about was that Jota got off the mark. I've been saying that Jota's going to start scoring, and I believe the floodgates will open for him, that should have given him some confidence. And I think we have, and we're going to see a lot more goals from him. Then, obviously, Abada scored, but then again, I've been saying, okay, from day one that Abada's lively and he's going to be scoring quite a few goals this season as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Turnbull scored a goal, excellent goal to be totally honest, okay, right? He just curled it past the keeper, and, well done to the lads. I saw some of the comments. Obviously, as I said, I do read comments on other podcasts. I've signed up to 67 How. I think it's One Fan, Celtic Views, so on and so forth. All good, YouTube channels, okay, Celtic Fan TV, okay, great stuff, okay. And I read the comments overall because, above all, should I say, because obviously I'm very, very interested to see what the fans think. And I'll be honest with you, there were some comments against Raith Rovers game where I don't know whether it was Celtic or maybe Rangers supporters, some other team supporters, basically digging out Celtic because saying, they couldn't score a goal against 10 men. Who needed to score a goal against 10 men? 3-0 up, you won 3-0, you know what I mean? The game's done, over and done with. What's going to change if we score 6, 9, 12, Celtic did what they had to do. They won. They're in the semi-finals of the League Cup at Hampden. League Cup, I'm saying it again, sorry, the Scottish Premier Cup, okay, to be played at Hampden, as everyone knows, okay, and they're up against St Johnstone. So, we'll see what happens with that. Then along comes Dundee United, and lo and behold, okay, right, Celtic at home, draw 1-1. There's been mixed reviews about that, disappointing, some comments where they're saying that, apparently Ange isn't going to last, okay, Ange ball doesn't work, okay. I've said this before, everyone has a right to their opinion. I'm not going to criticize people for having an opinion, okay. We all have the freedom of expressing our opinions. We don't have to agree with it, okay, right? But everyone has a right to express it. I don't necessarily agree with these comments, okay? I've seen some comments where they were saying that, the podcast was negative. And, I saw the podcast. I don't think that the podcast was negative. I don't think the guys were being negative. I think what they were doing is they were giving their view on the match, okay? And I didn't take it as being negative. I took it more as them giving their own personal view. They're Celtic fans. They want Celtic to do well. I thought it was a good review. I'm not going to name the channel, okay? I like the review. I thought it's very informative, and I thought they did a good job of summarising it. What I will say, though, is this, okay, is 1-1, the score doesn't tell the whole story. Celtic hit the bar on 3 occasions, okay? On another day, they couldn't have gone in. But that's football. It's about fine margins. And I just, oh God, somebody has to explain to me how the hell did Ayeti miss that goal from there? Ridiculous. I mean, we've seen it happen. I mean, AZ Alkmaar done it, I think, twice against Celtic, yeah? So it still defies gravity for me. I still don't understand how you can miss, okay? I mean, you're about a yard away from the goal, yeah? Okay, and, you know, you hit the ball and it goes over the bar. I mean, seriously. Unfortunately, Ayeti has not been having a great time of it. There's a massive difference between him and Kyogo Furuhashi, and you can see that, and apparently from what I hear, because again, I don't know much about him, I haven't really seen him play that much, but apparently I heard that when he first came in, he was, what's the word for it? He was scoring goals. He was doing quite well. So I don't know what's happened. I don't know whether it's because he's had a lack of game time or what. I apologize because somebody did point out to me that it's annoying because you can see, the reflection from my glasses. I do apologize for that. I'm at home. I'm basically just trying to make sure there's not that much. Okay, right. It's quite dark. I've put some lights on, so I hope it's okay. But hey, I'll work on that to improve on that. Anyway, so basically, we should have won that game. Celtic should have won that game. Okay. I take my hat off to Dundee. They played, they tried, but they didn't really have that many chances. Yeah, let's be honest. Okay, right. If you count it, Celtic had more chances. They were very unlucky. Okay, to hit the post on 3 occasions. And again, that man Abada. Okay, he scores another goal with his head. Now, I don't know how tall he is. Yeah. Okay, right. I haven't looked it out. I haven't researched it. I'm going to check it out. Okay, but I don't think he's that tall. But he still managed to score a goal with his head, So my hat off to him, yeah. He's a lively little player. Again, Jota, who's another one, okay. They're doing it out on the wings, yeah. Okay, what we need Callum McGregor to come back in, and again, I feel sorry for Ange, okay, right. Something is definitely wrong. I mean, McCarthy's injured again, okay, right. And Juranovic goes off injured as well. I mean, what the hell is going on with the injury list there, yeah? I mean, Ange has got half the players to pick from. Anyway, so, over this past few weeks, reading the comments, okay, and it's mainly the comments more than the podcast, okay, right? It's mainly the people that are commenting, okay, that have been saying that, Ange Ball doesn't work, Ange Ball isn't the right manager. And let's be honest, when he came in, okay, there was quite a lot of question marks about him because, he's an unknown, okay, right? He doesn't have the same pedigree. Everyone was expecting Eddie Howe. So to go from Eddie Howe to Ange Postecoglou, okay, right, wasn't exactly what the Celtic fans was expecting. But look, I did a podcast, okay, right, titled "Who is Ange Postecoglou?" Okay, where I basically gave a little bit of a background information on him. Now, what I do want to say is that, and I didn't do this on that, so I'm going to do it here. Yeah, what I'd like to say is that I think we should lay off Ange Postecoglou. Okay, he needs to be given time, and the reason for that is very, very simple. The guy needs to be given time because if you know anything about Ange, okay, right, his first season, and he said it himself, is generally what he calls a bedding in process, yeah? I call it a rebuilding process, okay? But hey, bedding in, rebuilding, same thing, yeah? The objective is the same. Look, when he was managing Brisbane Roar, the first season didn't do that well, yeah? And there's always going to be question marks on it and so forth. But the guy took Brisbane Roar to 2 back-to-back championships. First time it's ever been done, yeah? And he also took them on a 36-match unbeaten run, okay? Which still stands as a record today. And the best accolade, okay, apart from, the 36-match unbeaten run and the 2 back-to-back championships, the next best accolade that he could be given, Brisbane Roar were given the nickname Roarcelona, okay, in reference to Barcelona. Okay, and this is in Pep Guardiola's time, yeah. So well, at Barcelona, obviously. So hey, I've gone through this in my podcast. Who is Ange Postecoglou? Yeah. Yokohama F Marinos, when he took over them, okay, 2018, okay, the first season, he was flirting with relegation, to be totally honest, okay, right? They ended up finishing 12th, I do believe, okay, in 2018. And 2019, he took them to the J League Championship, okay? They won the title that season, okay, for the first time in 15 years. Now, Ange finished first. Yokohama F Marinos finished first, okay, with, I believe, 70 points. In second place was FC Tokyo with 64 points. Now, the last game of the season, okay, Yokohama F Marinos played FC Tokyo and they beat them 3-0. I think that the goal difference, because they finished on 70 points, yeah, and FC Tokyo finished on 64, yeah. So there's a 6-point difference, yeah. The goal difference, okay, was plus 30 for Yokohama F Marinos because they scored 68 and let in 38 goals. Now you've got to remember, they let in 38 goals, but they played 34 games. So, everyone that's saying, defensively, he doesn't concentrate on defense and all that, that's all rubbish. Okay, right? He does concentrate on defense. Everyone that says that he doesn't change his tactics, he needs to change his tactics. Well, you obviously don't know that, his preferred formation is a 4-2-3-1. And he used that 50% of the time, okay, when he was managing Yokohama F Marinos. He also used a 4-1-4-1 formation, and he also used a 4-3-3 formation. Okay, right? So he does change his formation, but it's all based on the players that he has. Now, at the moment, he doesn't have the players. He's trying to make do with what he's got. And it's difficult, okay, to instill your philosophy, okay, of how you want to play your game if you don't have the right players on the pitch, okay? Celtic don't have much depth at the moment, or maybe they do, they've just got too many injuries, okay, right? Because I was talking to one of the Celtic boys, and he said to me that last season as well, they had injuries, okay, right? But you're talking about half the first team out. I mean, I challenge any manager. I challenge Klopp. I challenge Guardiola. I challenge anyone. If you've got 6 first teamers out, half your first team, okay, right? I want to see how you do with those players at your disposal. Obviously, Pep Guardiola is a completely different story, okay, right? Because the money and the players they bought, okay, they've got 2 teams, so I suppose, that's the wrong example to take. But what I will say, okay, it's definitely a challenge. It's definitely very difficult for Ange. And I feel for the guy, yeah. So I just think that, we need to be patient. We need to give him time. And it's a process that he's going through. And I think we'll see the fruition of it, okay, next season. But then you've got to think of something else, yeah. Okay, look, I'm an Arsenal supporter. I know that, okay. Everyone that watches me knows that, yeah. My team in England is Arsenal, okay. My team in Scotland is now Celtic, okay, and I was talking to, I had a comment from one of the guys from Australia, Theo Sabatis, I hope I haven't murdered his surname and I've got it right, yeah. He was telling me that he's only just become a Celtic supporter as well, and that's because Ange Postecoglou is the manager. And I think that Ange has, brought a lot of Australian fans to start supporting Celtic, yeah. So, Celtic have acquired a fan base, or more of a fan base than they had already from Australia. I'll be honest. I mean, I looked at the analytics on the YouTube, and since I've been covering Ange Postecoglou and Celtic, okay, right, I have an Australian fan base audience, if you like, okay, on my YouTube, and I'd like to big them up and thank them all for their support. And they do comment as well, and I'm very happy about that. But I'm off on a tangent again. What I was about to say is that, look, Arsenal were bottom of the league and Tottenham were top of the league, okay, after the first 3 games. And I did a podcast where I said Arteta to get the sack. I did say that I didn't want him to get the sack. I wanted him to prove me wrong, okay? And let's be honest, he was more or less in the same situation as Ange when it comes to injuries. You know, they won the last, not counting Sunday's game against Spurs, they'd won the last 3 games on the trot, okay? I wasn't convinced because we beat Norwich, Burnley and Wimbledon in the Cup, yeah, and that was like, you know, all games we expected to win. So the test was against Spurs, and Arsenal demolished them 3-1. It wasn't so much we won. It wasn't even the score. It was the way we played. It was the Arsenal of old, okay? It reminded me of the Arsene Wenger days, okay? We were playing excellent football, attacking, entertaining football, okay? And I predict that's what will happen once Ange Postecoglou gets all his players back. So I think every Celtic fan just needs to understand that, you know, he does play different formations based on what players he has available to him. We all know that he likes to play out from the back. Okay, he likes to play a possession, high pressing, attacking style of football. And it's not about him letting in X amount of goals, because, you know, his last season, you know, the season 2019 season, they played 34 games and they let in 38 goals. Okay, that's just a little bit, just a tad over 1 goal a game. Okay, and you know they scored 68, so you know plus 30 goal difference. If he can do that for Celtic, once he's got all his players, I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. So, you know, my message is, let's lay off the guy. Give the guy time. Give the guy a chance. Keep faith in Ange Postecoglou and keep faith in Ange Ball. That's all I've got to say, yeah? You know, with that, hey, thanks for watching. If you like the content, my God, dear, what's happening to me today? If you like the content, please press like. If you've got any comments, anyone, you know, that has been following our channel, and I'd like to thank you for following it, put your comments underneath, as always, okay, because you know I will answer. And I've answered everyone that has contributed to the channel with their comments. Thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you know anybody else that you think would love to watch our channel, okay, please share. Okay. Well, me, Shah, I'm out.